It was a dark and stormy night when we first stepped foot into our new home. A grand, foreboding Victorian house perched atop a hill. The rain lashed against the windows, and the wind howled like a tormented soul, as if warning us of the secrets that lay within. The moment we entered, a chill crept up my spine, seeping into the marrow of my bones. I brushed it off as mere nerves, the anxiety of moving into an old house. Little did I know, that feeling was just the beginning of a nightmare that would consume us. As we settled in, we explored every nook and cranny, marveling at the intricate craftsmanship and ornate details. Amongst the antiques that adorned the house, we discovered a peculiar mirror. It was unlike anything I had ever seen before, aged, with a tarnished frame and a sense of history that seemed to seep from its very core. Its presence was haunting, yet strangely captivating. Unable to resist its allure, we hung the mirror in the hallway, a decision that would unravel the fabric of our lives. As we gazed into its depths, our reflection stared back at us, mirroring our familiar faces. But something wasn't right. The longer we looked, the more our reflections changed. Imperceptibly at first, but growing more pronounced with each passing day. My wife's eyes took on a sinister gleam, as if she harbored dark secrets deep within her soul. My children, once innocent and full of joy, had their reflections warped into grotesque visages, twisted smiles that sent shivers down my spine. And as for myself, I saw a hunger in my eyes, an insatiable desire for power and control that I had buried deep within. Fear began to gnaw at the edges of our sanity, but the allure of the mirror was undeniable. We found ourselves drawn to it, unable to tear our eyes away from the distorted reflections it presented. It became an obsession, an addiction we couldn't break free from. Slowly, the mirror began to exert its influence over us. It whispered seductive promises, exploiting our darkest desires and feeding on our weaknesses. It played upon our insecurities, turning them into a cruel reality. The more we looked, the more we lost ourselves. My wife grew distant, consumed by her secrets. My children became mere shadows of their former selves, their innocence drained away. And I became a slave to my hunger for power, a monster in my own reflection. The once welcoming Victorian house transformed into a chamber of horrors, a labyrinth of twisted corridors and endless mirrors. Every reflection held a distorted truth, a revelation that tore at the fabric of our existence. We were trapped, caught in a nightmare of our own making. And as the mirror's grip tightened, its malevolent presence seeped into our lives, reaching beyond its cold surface. It haunted our dreams, whispered in our ears, and twisted reality itself. The house became a breeding ground for terror, as the line between the living and the dead blurred. In the end, we became nothing more than marionettes, mere pawns in the mirror's game. Our lives spiraled into chaos, our once happy family torn apart by the malevolence that lurked within the antique mirror. Now, as I stand before you, my reflection distorted beyond recognition, I warn you with every ounce of my being, beware the mirror. Its allure may be irresistible, but the price it demands is too high, a toll that will cost you your soul. Don't look too closely, my friend, for in that mirror lies a darkness that can consume even the strongest of wills.